So similarly, when we say birth has happened, then we don't consider birth where a new a baby is being pulled out of a mother's womb. We say death has happened, the birth has happened only then when that body is breathing, like the stillborn baby. It's a full-fledged baby. But that baby is dead. And the dead baby was pulled out of that woman's body. So can you say this woman gave birth to a baby? No, you would say it was a stillborn baby. It's already dead. There can be various reasons for that. So what is birth? Birth is not when a body is out of the mother's body. Birth is considered when that baby breathes on its own. So that first breath when goes in, that is what technically a birth can be considered as a birth. It's not about that body. So similarly, if I say what is death? So death will be when prana leaves the body. And our yogis have very beautifully, abundantly, they have exhibited where they stop the heartbeat, where they stop the pulse, where they stop the breathing, gave the time that for next 10 minutes, this body will be dead. And if it is dead, then you have to sign the certificate. Swami Rama did it. Not once, but more than 3 times. And the panel of the doctors, seeing all the vitals not functioning, wrote the death certificate. And in 20 minutes, pulse is back, heart beating is back, EEGs are back, ECGs are back. And they said, what was that? But Swami Rama was one, and there had been some more people also who did that. So we don't consider the stopping of the heart as a sign of death. Well, you are a cardiologist yourself. You know it that in certain, for example, when a bypass surgery is done, the heart can be stopped. It's put onto the machine. The machine is doing all the pumping of the blood. Or when a heart transplant is done. So the heart is removed from the chest, and then the donated organ heart is being fitted into it. And the person is still very much alive. So there, for few seconds or maybe less than a minute there, or maybe more, the time would be that the body lying on that operation table has no heart. Right? But you won't say the person is dead. It's fantastic. So when do we consider death has finally happened? When there is a prana no more there, that vital force which was making the body run, now is not there. Now is not there. Then they say, okay, now we say the time. Okay, this is the time when everything else stopped. So what gives life is prana. What is death? When prana moves out. But we can't say jiva moved out. See, when we allow our mind to go berserk, it will go berserk. When we don't manage our thoughts, emotions, and when we carry too much of baggage, emotional baggage, that pins you down. That can create some very wild frustrations. That can give a lot of aggression, that can lead to depression, that can lead to a state of sheer confusion. And that's what mind is. Thoughts, action, and so much is there in the subconscious and so much is there in the unconscious. And actually we are holding on to that stuff by putting our minus onto that. My feelings, my heart, got trampled, my heart got broken. We are putting this label of minus onto all these emotions. And there is a plethora of emotions which are there in the mind. All the interactions which you have since the day one of the birth to this age of yours, not even a single day or a week or a month or a year passed where you didn't had a very powerful, tumultuous, mutual gives and takes happening with the people around. Some moments of joy, some moments of pleasure, some moments of knowledge, some moments of heartbreaks and deceptions and lying and deceit, and some good moments of friendship and laughter and nice strategies and planning for what one wants to do in the future. And some moments of despair and sadness and this whole circus is happening in the mind. And you say, my mind. You have placed the label, my mind. So all that garbage which is there becomes yours. All the burden, all the slaveries, all the wants and needs and I want this, I need this, I'll die to have this. We have very strong pulls and very strong attachments. And that leads to a very miserable state of mind. So one might read lofty books and hear lofty lectures, and mind is still stuck. I like this story which Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to say this. That one time there were these 4 friends who went to their relative's marriage and they had to go across the river. So they went in a boat. And they partied, they ate, they danced, they sang, and then it was time late in the night to go back to the village. So they staggeringly go to the boat, and they all sat, and they said that we will take turns and to row the boats, so 2 people at one time. We are 4, so like full night we have to row it, and then we'll be in the morning in our own village. So they were all drunk, and somehow they managed to hold the oars, and 2 of them are rowing the boat, 2 of them are sitting, then their turn comes in, then they do the rowing, and the others are resting and sitting and blabbering and laughing, and then the sun was like on the horizon, and they, we are still at the same place. What magic happened? We were rowing. How come? And then they laughed out. Bellyful laughter. They forgot to untie the rope. So it was knotted with the pole. They never opened that knot. They never untied the boat. And they kept on rowing whole night. And hence they were not even an inch away from that banks where they had been sitting in the boat. So when you people are listening to me, some say we have been listening to you from 10 years. Some people meet me and they say 20 years. And in the Ayodhya temple program, I met an old aged sadhu who should be 70 plus, and he said, I have been listening to you since my childhood. And I said, yeah, why not? I wish. I really wish that you were doing that. Somebody in the early 40s, if they say so, I can accept it. But somebody in the 70s, if says so, then how can I accept it? Because neither there was the satellite television, nor there was any digital platform, nor there was any YouTube or Facebook. Where the hell he watched me? Anyhow. But even after listening to me for years and years, I don't see any transformation happening in people. Why? Because they never untied their ropes of attachment. So you may play this game with me, but I am not ready to be party to this game. So just sitting here and listening to me is not enough. What is enough is your conduct. How is the conduct? If the conduct is not matching your own mind, then your claim of being a disciple or being a student is very dubious then, very suspicious. So the first and the foremost thing is to untie the mind from the past. Untie the mind from all that good or bad, whatever happened in the past. You have to let it go. Until and unless you do that, the mind won't be free. And when mind is not free, then the problems of the mind becomes your problem. But it's like waking up from a very bad dream and then never going back to sleep. And then in a few minutes or hours, you totally forget that bad dream. How many times you have discussed your bad dreams for years on to people? You might not even remember your own bad dreams. You saw it and then, well, done in few minutes or hours after waking up, you forget your dreams. Nobody pays attention onto the dreams. Same is the plight of the past life which you have lived. It has become a dream now. So let a dream be dream. Why you wish to change it into a reality? And actually, nature has given you this system, and the system is of deep sleep. When you go in deep sleep, you totally forget all your ills, evils, good, bad moments which you have lived in that particular day, very same day, whatever went through. Absolutely, you're oblivious of that, and in a beautiful state of deep sleep, that's the best time where your mind is relaxed and in great silence. So in those hours when the deep sleep is commencing, nobody is getting tortured by their own mind. Because this black box called mind is submerged into very deep unconsciousness in deep sleep. Hence there is no pain. There is no misery. Even if a person has received a surgery, when the person is under anesthesia, he's just lying comfortably. It's only when the consciousness comes back, this person is going to rake up so much of ahs and oohs and I'm suffering and do something. So I say sound sleep is a natural anesthesia being provided by nature to all beings, not only humans, even the animals and the birds and all sentient beings have this deep sleep. Because this is the only one state where without any effort you are in a very peaceful state. It's only when you wake up, meaning the mind is out, and then you, this is wrong, that is wrong, that is wrong, that is wrong. So the endless drama of the mind will keep on bothering you as long as you allow it to. So you have to have the supremacy onto the mind. And stop holding on to the mind. And whatever good, bad times happened in your life is a past tense. So let the past be past. Why bring the past into present? And that's why we call present a present, because it is a present. It is a present. Present means gift. It's a gift. So learn to unwrap, unbox this gift of present. And be as rich and as happy as you wish to. Nobody is stopping you. But we don't address the present, and we are either hovering in our past or we are too bothered about the future. When you think about past, you torture your mind. When you worry about the future, which is just imagination of your mind, it stresses you down. And that's how you have trained your mind, always bothered about past or worrying about the future. So you are never unboxing your present. So unbox your present. It is a present. It is a gift. So unbox it, unwrap it, and see what wonders are there in that present. So keep dancing, keep singing as much as you can, because for you especially it will be very cathartic. So keep dancing. Dance the blues away. Dance like there is never going to be a tomorrow. Huh? Don't think. Let the thinking also be dropped. So create those pauses in your timeline where this sacred space is there. No worries about the past, no worries about the future. And you create that space which is empty.